And it's getting dark. It's getting dark. Okay, bitch, let's go. What's up, bitches? I almost didn't make a video today, and let me tell you why. I was getting so stressed out because I could not find my edge brush for anything in this fucking world. And then when I finally gave up on my hairstyle that I was gonna do, I found that bitch. Like, I had already done my hair like this. I already did this. I was already satisfied. I poured out my makeup bag, and like in the middle of doing my makeup, I was like, and that bitch was, I was gonna cry. Like, before I found it, I was like breaking down. And like, being pregnant just made it so much, just 10 times worse, okay? But let me stop running my mouth and let's get right into the video, okay? Okay. So today I'm gonna be telling you guys the story about how I found out I was pregnant. Me and my boyfriend in the beginning were having unprotected sex, like dumbasses, okay? Like complete motherfucking idiots. Just ignorant teenagers, you know? And we weren't thinking anything of it. I didn't think I was gonna get pregnant. He did. He was like trying to be careful, you know? But eventually we started not being so careful, and here I am. But it started with cramps. I started getting like intense cramps, and I didn't think anything of it. Like me, something will happen, I'll get a pain or whatever, and I'll just be like, you know, shoo, it'll go away in like a week or whatever. But these were not going away. And when I found out I was pregnant, I was already like 4 weeks pregnant. I was already a month pregnant. So I was getting these pains and cramps for a month, and I never like thought anything. So there were times in between that month, like throughout that month, where I would tell my boyfriend, like, you know, let's go get a pregnancy test, like let me take one for fun. And he would be like, why? Like, why do you want to do that? Why do you want to scare yourself? Like, why do you want to scare us like that? And I'm just like, okay, whatever. But there was a day where he was taking me home. So we were on the way home, and the street, a little bit further down the street you take right before you get into my neighborhood, there's a Dollar General and like a DD's and this and that, like a whole outlet mall. And I was like, let's get a pregnancy test, like for real, I want to get one. And he finally agreed. He was finally like, okay, whatever, let's get one. So we pull in, and I made him go get it. I was like, you go get it, I don't want to get it. So he goes in and he calls me, like trying to see which one to get. And I was like, just get a cheap one. It's not gonna matter. It's just for fun. So he comes back to the truck with the pregnancy test. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay. And I think I still have it, but that's not the point. So I get home and my cousin's here. I was with my cousin at the time. And I was like, your girl got a pregnancy test. And I feel like that bitch jinxed me. She jinxed me because she was always saying, like, you're setting yourself up to get pregnant. Like, you're gonna get pregnant. You're probably pregnant. And I was like, you're crazy. Like, I would never. And I took it. I finally took it. I kind of like, what is it? Procrastinated. And I was finally like, fuck it, let me take it. So I go to the restroom. And I can't remember if it had two. I think it only had one. It only had one. So I was not ready to take that pregnancy test. Like, I didn't think that I was pregnant, but still, I did not want to take it. So I finally take the pregnancy test. And you know how with pregnancy tests, usually they say wait, set it down flat, and wait 2 to 3 minutes to get the best results. I peed on it, and in seconds, I ain't even had to set that bitch down. In seconds, that bitch, I don't even like, once it got to the part where the lines show up, the lines was there, sis. Like, it was no waiting. It said, fuck you, bitch, you're pregnant. And I was like,
we see each other?
I was bamboozled, sis, okay? So I set the pregnancy test down. And I'm like, I'm gonna give it 2 to 3 minutes. It got the results on it. It says I'm pregnant. And I set that bitch down. I said, I'm gonna let it do its thing. I walk out the restroom, you know, I'm kind of nervous, sweating a little bit. And I look at my cousin, I'm like, I'm not pregnant, bitch. I'm not pregnant. Like, there's no way I'm pregnant, you know? Like, I'm not pregnant. And she was just looking at me like, okay. I walked to her and I was like, I'm gonna give it 2 minutes. So there's a fucking fly. Where'd it go? So I walked to my cousin and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna let it sit. I'm gonna let it do it. I walked to my cousin and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna let it do its thing. Give it its little 2 to 3 minutes. And I looked at the time and it was like, it was kind of late. It was kind of late. It was not late. It was like 7. Was it 7? No, it was like 8 something. It was like 8 something. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait till this time to check it. So we're waiting and we're waiting. And you know, time passes. So the time comes to check the pregnancy test. And I go into the bathroom. And I'm hoping that bitch says that line went away. And I don't look at the test. I like pick it up. And I was waiting until I got to my cousin to look at the test. So I walked to my cousin. And I'm like, you ready? And I moved it out of my hands. And I'm looking at it. And it's the same. So I'm just like. And my cousin's like. And we just sitting there like. So. My cousin was like, bitch, I thought you was playing. I'm like, I was not playing. So we sit there, we try to take in that information. And I'm like, I gotta call my sister. So I call my sister and I'm like, bitch. And she's like, what? I didn't even say nothing. I just like picked up the pregnancy test. And look, this was me. This was me to my sister. Okay. We're gonna use a lip gloss. This is the pregnancy test, guys. So I called my sister. And I was like, bitch. And she was like, what? And I was like, And my sister was like, you're fucking lying.
You're fucking lying. Let me see.
Like, hell nah. You're bullshitting me. You're not pregnant. And I started crying. I started crying. I was like, bitch, I am. Like, I don't know. And my sister started crying with me because my sister is a month ahead of me. So I'm 4 weeks. I'm 4 months. Am I 4 months pregnant? 16 weeks. I'm 4 months. And my sister is a month ahead of me, so she's 5 months. And with her emotional ass, she is so emotional. And she started crying with me. So we're crying together on the phone. We're just like, oh my god, bitch, like, I don't know. And my cousin's just sitting there like, so my sister's telling me I'm crazy. And my cousin is like, what you gonna do, sis? What's the plan? I was just like, I need to tell my boyfriend. He was just shocked. Okay, he was just shocked for a moment. And my cousin was like, you know, let's get another one, because since that one was like a cheaper one, she was like, it could be wrong. It could be wrong, you know. Let's get a better one. So I texted my sister and she was like, yeah, go and get the clear blue. This fly. She was like, go and get the clear blue pregnancy test, because that's the one that she took, and she was like, those are more accurate, and get the one that tells you how far along you are. And I was like, okay, bet. Me, I was trying to get that bitch the same night. I was like, we need to get it. We need to get someone to get it. And my boyfriend was like, it's already late. I can't go out. Like, we'll get it tomorrow. But my cousin was like, okay, let me text my little friend and we'll see if they can bring one, if they can get it. So her friend was like, yeah, okay, let me go to the store. He went to like 3 different stores. He went to Walmart, he went to Dollar General, and he went somewhere else, and he was like, they're all closed, especially since like this quarantine thing and everything closes early. He was like, ain't nothing open, so I don't know what to tell you. And we were just like, damn. I was like, damn, I gotta wait to take another one. So the next day, my boyfriend, before he went to work, he went to Walmart. And I was like, call me before you get the test so I can tell you which one to get. And so he gets there and he calls me and he's showing me all the tests, and he was like, which one do I get? I was like, get the one with 2. Get the one with 2 in it, just so we can be sure. So he gets the one with 2 and he drops it off to me, but he didn't get the one that had that tells you how far along you are. So I was just like, that's okay. I just didn't know if I'm pregnant or not. So I take it, and that one you actually had to wait. So I take it and it's like loading. So I set it down and I wait. And when it's finally done, I pick it up, and of course it said pregnant. Of course it said pregnant. Why wouldn't it say pregnant? And I was just like, at that point, that's when I accepted it. That's when I was like, damn, a bitch is pregnant. Okay. I didn't take the other test because at that point I knew I'm pregnant. my cousin took the other test and we were like, let's see if it says that you're pregnant. Obviously it didn't. And she was just again asking me like, bitch, what you gonna do? And I was like, I'm gonna keep it, but this is just a lot to take in. So I showed my boyfriend and he was like, damn. Like, okay. My boyfriend, he was like always like, okay, you know, we have to do this, we have to this and that. Like, he was always like, I don't know how to explain it, but he was really good about it. That's what I can say. He was really good about it. So at that point, we know I'm pregnant. We know the deal. We know what's gonna go down. And after that, we were just focused on how we were gonna tell his parents, how we were gonna tell my parents, how we were gonna tell this and that. And eventually we did, of course, but we didn't for a while because he was worried about like what they would say, and he was worried about like disappointing them and all that. But I'm like, we have to tell them eventually. But that's another story. Let me stop. So yeah, that's how I found out I was pregnant. But I did tell you guys in the last video that I was gonna make a video on my gender reveal. But that day was stressful too, and I didn't get to it. I didn't get to make a video that day because I had already woke up late. I had to get ready. When we got there, we had to start setting up, and it was more people than we thought were gonna show up. So I just didn't get to make a video that day. But I will insert a clip of the actual reveal, the balloon popping, because we did a balloon. I'm gonna insert a clip of that just so y'all could get like a peek of the reveal, since I didn't get to make a video, which I apologize about. I am sorry.
Wait! No! Don't do it. Wait, hold on.
10.
Hold on. Okay, who's gonna count?
8.
Y'all
3, 2, 1.
But that's all that I have for you guys today. I think I'm gonna be posting videos every Thursday. What's today? Tuesday? It's Tuesday. I think I'm gonna be posting videos every Thursday, just because why not? But if I don't post a video on Thursday, I'll probably post a video on Friday. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And whether it is morning, evening, or night, I hope you have a good one, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.